Hey everyone, it's Michelle. Welcome back to the Dilettante's Dollhouse. In today's video, I'm making a start on the interior of the dollhouse. So what I have here is a staircase that's from another kit that I have, and I'll be sharing that with you in a future video. But what I'm going to be doing is using this as a template for the stairs I'm going to be making in my dollhouse. So I'm going ahead and just taking it apart. Now the kit that I have is very old, so a lot of the wood is really dry. So it's a little bit tedious to put together. It wasn't wanting to take glue very well, but in the end we get there. I'm very visual, so just drawing it out on a flat piece of paper and figuring out where to put the stairs doesn't really work for me. So I wanted to kind of get an idea for how the stairs would look in place, and this was the best way that I was able to do it. So I just go ahead, and because this is going to be in a future kit and a future project, I wanted to try to do a neat job at putting these stairs together just so I could figure out how I'm going to lay out the stairs. So after I cut all of them apart, I gave everything a quick little sand, and then I'm going to glue them to the risers. Now, I did read the instructions on how I'll be doing this in the other project and made sure that I did them in the way that it was supposed to. So I don't worry about putting on the other side of the riser. I'm just going to glue them to the one side here using my Gorilla Wood Glue. Now, as I mentioned, it's a little tedious. I've sped this up for you because it would have been a little boring to just watch, as I'm really struggling a little bit, because normally the Gorilla Wood Glue just grabs hold pretty quickly, and these just kept falling over, and yeah, so it was a little bit tedious, but in the end it did exactly what I wanted to do, which was to give me a feel for how I'm going to set up my stairs and where I want to put them in the dollhouse. So I'm just applying the glue here, and then as you can see, they just keep wanting to pull away, and I'm trying to move it along my work surface so I'm not gluing it to the work surface. And yeah, it took a little bit of doing, but in the end it did work out. Okay, so you were able to watch me glue these, and I'll be honest, you notice there's some stairs missing. It was a little difficult to glue the stairs, and I think it's just because this wood is so old. This kit is, I think, from the 80s sometime. I bought it, I mentioned a while ago at a garage sale. I think it was probably about 20 years now at a garage sale. And so this is just, I think some of the wood is just a little, it's very brittle. So gluing to it just takes its time. So the stairs kept coming off, and the glue wasn't grabbing as quickly, and I effectively glued it to the work surface. So some of the stairs came off, which I can reattach. I am not going to be using these stairs in this dollhouse, but I'm going to be using these stairs to make my stairs. And I'll show you how I'm going to actually do that when I get to building the stairs themselves. What I'm trying to figure out now is, because I'd like to start papering the inside and figuring out where, and start getting the inside going. The challenge is going to be, of course, that I have to figure out where the stairs that I have to put in go. And if you didn't see my first video, the reason this dollhouse needs to have stairs is because this was my childhood dollhouse, as you probably know, and it always bothered me that it did not have stairs. It just always did. So I'm trying to find a way and place to put the stairs. Now the door is central to the whole back wall, which makes it a bit of a challenge. My husband suggested doing it where the landing comes up here, just because it'll be easier to cut here than to try to get a tool towards the back or anywhere else. And this is a pretty hefty piece of wood that's used here, so it would be easier to cut here than further into the back of the dollhouse. So if I did something like that, then that would put the stairs about here, which actually isn't too bad. But because I'm visual, mapping this out on paper just wouldn't have helped me see how much I like it. The only challenge with doing them, you know, say, I guess I could do it like here. This way, I don't want it to completely block the door from your eye line. Obviously, there'll be another side to these stairs. I was planning on doing enclosed stair or closed stairs with the risers, but this would give a bit more visual. You know, you'd be able to see into the dollhouse a little more if I did open stairs, so that's another thing to consider. But I think that might work. One of the things I was thinking about doing was putting an underneath the stairs pantry here, where I could have little pantry things for the kitchen and stuff, and you could have a door to access underneath, which might be fun. But again, leaving it just an open stair leaves the downstairs more open, so you can see around a bit more, and that does appeal to me. So I'm not sure. Let me know what you think in the comments. Do you think I should leave them open stairs and not put a pantry underneath here and just leave it like this? In other words, not make the stairs such a hefty piece in here? Or if you think it would look neat to have, I love little nooks and crannies and things to explore, so I do love the idea of having, you know, a door here that's closed off, but it's really going to close off the whole view of the room. So let me know your thoughts. I think I know where I'm leading, but I'd love to hear your thoughts on it as well. I would love to put the stairs here, but the challenge then is, one, furnishing the living room, and also it's going to bring the stairs up into this room, which is the bedroom, and then over here was traditionally the bathroom. Now I could flip-flop those if I wanted to, but since it's really just enough room for 2 rooms, I don't like the idea of the stairs coming into a bedroom and that you'd have to go through a bedroom to get to the bathroom. So I'm leaning towards putting the stairs here, because really, if I did them here, I mean, I could do something like that. I could do something like that, and then they could go up to the back landing, but again, that's going to be a bit of a challenge to cut a floor in. So I think they're going to go here, and then I might put like a railing, an open railing here, and around here to come up as the landing, and then you would be able to go, I'll have this as a bit of a hallway. So I think, and then I don't know that I'm going to do a wall. I might have this open and then a half wall from the kitchen. So this could be kind of like, or maybe I could do that here. Yeah, I think that would make more sense. Have a half wall here for the kitchen countertop, and then maybe put some bistro seating here. So I'm kind of sharing with you what I'm leaning towards. Have some, you know, a countertop here with some stools. And then this would be the kitchen, and then your access to the kitchen would be through here. And then this would all be the living room. So I think I'm leaning towards that, and then this would be a hallway up here, and then I'm going to make the bathroom fairly small. Because it's just a house for one person, so I don't think we need a huge bathroom. And then I'm going to do drop down stairs into the attic. But those might go in the back. And those I might, one of my viewers made the suggestion of doing false stairs. In other words, don't actually cut, like I could put the stairs in here, but then I don't have to actually cut a landing here. So you have the stairs, but you don't have a visual there. But childhood me really wanted to be able to bop dolls up the stairs. So I feel like I need to give her that. But up here, I might do that where I just have a pair of like attic stairs, the kind that pull down. Let me bring you up a little bit. So where I might just have attic stairs that you just pull down, and then maybe not cut into the floor. I could even just build a little something around. That's a possibility for here. But that one I'm not too concerned about. It's more here. So what I'm going to do is I think I'm going to put some paper on the floor just to kind of get my bearing for where, just mark out where I think these stairs are going to go. So for now, I think I'm just going to come in here and mark off where I want these stairs to go. And then start figuring out my wallpaper and things like that for the rooms. So that's going to be kind of the next step for this. So I'm going to be putting some, I think I mentioned for the inside, I'm going to be using cereal box or cardboard to mask off here, and then I'm going to put my wallpaper on that and glue that into the walls, because these walls are in some pretty rough shape, similar to the front, and I just don't see how I can really get them smooth enough to just paper over. So I think this will be, or even to paint for sure. I could bring in my little handheld sander that I have, but this wood is just, again, it's an older wood. It's kind of splintering and getting a little brittle. So I think leaving it as intact as I can is the way to go. And then I'll just paper it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and make a template using paper, and then I'll cut out my cardboard for the insert. Before I actually glue anything into place, I'm going to cut this because I don't want to risk getting anything dirty or that kind of thing. So I'm going to probably get some help to cut this because I don't have a tool to do that, and I'm not very precise with power tools yet, so I think I'm going to get some help cutting that. I don't want to practice on something I can't easily repair, and then go from there. So this is exciting. This is getting to the part where we're starting to decorate. And then for the stairs themselves and how I'm going to build them is I'm going to just use these stairs here as my measurements, and this will be my template, because now that I see, I really didn't expect this to fit as well as it does in spot. So I'm just going to use this set of stairs as a template and go from there. So yeah, so I think I'm going to finish gluing the rest of these stairs back on and let them dry off of my work surface, and then I'll get working on my template. So here it is with the cardboard in place. I've cut out the holes for the windows and the doors, and then I'm just going to have to figure out what kind of paper I'm going to be putting on it, and that's going to be something that I'm going to be working on this week, is figuring out what kind of wallpaper I want to put on here. I did think that I might like to do some wainscoting maybe halfway up, but I'm going to have a think about that to see if that's something that I want to do or not, and kind of figure all that out during the week. But I'm also going to show you here in a minute the stairs kind of tentatively put in place there, so you can see where the stairs are going to go. But overall, I'm really happy with how quick it was to figure out where I was going to put the stairs, because I thought that was going to be a bit more of a project. So I want to thank you so much for watching. I look forward to your comments and any thoughts or suggestions, and I will see you all again next time. Take care. Bye-bye.